What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to teach you guys all about how to create incredibly clickable content on social media by using engaging and targeted headlines. So stay tuned for that content. In the meantime, click that subscribe button and the little bell next to it if you want to get reminded for more content like this. You can also join my Facebook group, Real Estate Marketing Mastery. There's a link in the description. I engage with the community in that group every single day. So if you guys want to ask me questions, that's the best place to do it. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you in this training. All right, everyone, let's talk about how to create really clickable content online today. Now, let's start doing this by talking about the why. Why are we actually going to put energy and effort into making this happen? Well, first of all, the algorithms will like you. I don't care what platform you're posting stuff on, whether it be LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you post, the more clickable and engaging your content, the more algorithms are going to start favoring your content in the long run. So it's like building your own track record, right? The longer you do this, the more of your audience essentially you will reach at any given time when you go make a post. So this is really, really important. I cannot stress this enough. When you start posting engaging stuff all the time, the algorithms are going to assume the next thing you post is engaging, and they're going to show it to a lot more people. So that's why you shouldn't just be making posts on social media just because if they're not getting a lot of traction because you're not putting time and energy into them, then they might be hurting you because you're teaching the algorithm that you don't post engaging stuff, and therefore they're not going to show your stuff to that many people. Third, your ads will perform better because of your content. This doesn't just apply to organic content and organic reach. It also applies to your ads. If people are clicking on and engaging with your ads and commenting on your ads, Facebook and Instagram are going to start showing your ads to more and more people. So will Google if you're running Google ads. If people are clicking on your ads and staying on the page they get to once they get there, they're going to start showing your ads to more people because they give you a high relevancy score and they say, this person's putting out relevant content, right? So your ads will perform better as well. And lastly, it also seasons your pixel. When you actually get people to click on your content and say you're hosting that content on your website, on maybe a blog page or whatever it is, setting that traffic to your website, if you have a Facebook pixel installed, seasons your pixel so that you can then run ads to those people later. So it's important to get that traffic to your website and keep it continuous so that you can then build audiences of those people, okay? So let's talk about how. Now, first thing you want to keep in mind, guys, is you want to be targeted and you want to be relevant, okay? So explore Facebook friend lists if you haven't already. This is one way to be targeted with your Facebook profile. If you guys are using your profile and you have a lot of potential clients on there, you can actually segment people into lists. So you can have like investors, buyers, sellers as a list, and then you could run different content to those people. You can also do this with advertising. And I'm not going to get into that right now, but the point is to send out targeted and relevant content to people, and your engagement rates will go way up. So you might want to send a different piece of content out to investors as you would a first-time home buyer, obviously, right? So you can actually go on Facebook on your profile, not on your page. Your page is different. On your profile, if you're using your profile for business only, this is relevant to you. And you can basically add all of these people, like my circle of influence. I could add like investors or buyers into a list, and then you can go into that list and you can make a post, and it'll only be seen by that list of people. So this is how you put like targeted and relevant content in front of people. And realistically, like if you're not putting something relevant in this, the studies show this like time and time again. When you put something relevant in front of someone, your engagement rate and your clickability just goes through the roof. So make sure that you have in mind, when you're making a post, is this relevant to my audience? It's important to understand that stuff. Secondly, you guys got to use enticing imagery. So this especially goes for when you're marketing listings and you want people to click on your listings and you want like low cost per clicks on your ads. Use the most beautiful image you possibly have of that listing, whether that be a view, a beautiful kitchen, a dock on a lake or a pool, or like something that makes people want to see more. Because you want people to click on that image and go to your website and explore that property a little more. And again, you season your pixel by getting them onto your website, and you give them all the information on your website. Then you try to capture their information, right? With forced lead capture and say, hey, like sign up on our website and I'll send you way more information about this property. I'll be your direct source to MLS and all the information that you need. So use enticing imagery, make it really clickable. If you put up an image and you're just like, I don't know if someone would click on that, they probably won't. So think about that stuff. Have a strong call to action every time. So if you're running content to a blog page on your website, make sure your call to action is like download this PDF guide or click here to watch this video. You always want it to be like a really strong call to action, okay? That's really what's going to make people take action, is by telling them what to do. So make sure you have a strong call to action. And lastly, guys, remember that each platform is different. This is really, really important. You would not post the same thing to Twitter as you would to YouTube or to Instagram. It's just very, very different. So I'm not going to get into all the different platforms and what kind of content resonates better on each right now, but know that like Twitter is for quick updates, Instagram's for like really engaging people by showing off your life, your lifestyle, using stories and tags and getting involved with people. Like Facebook is all about starting conversations. YouTube's all about creating content that is valuable to people and having them engage that way. So every platform is different, and there's a reason all these different platforms exist. So have a good understanding of what content is made for what platform, because it's not the best idea to just carbon copy your content on every different platform most of the time. Now, next year, I want to teach you guys a formula for creating really clickable headlines that I love. So let's talk about using engaging headlines. And let me get my face out of the way here. So what you want to do, guys, is you want to make your headlines future pacing, okay? So how to protect yourself from. So say I was running an ad for like a buyer lead ad, for example, and I was trying to attract buyer leads. You want to make your headline future pacing. So about something in the future, okay? How to protect yourself from something in the future, right? Now, you also want to make it about them. So how to protect yourself from major defects when buying. So make it about them, how they can protect themselves from something that could hurt them. Make it about them, right? When they're buying, when they're in their buying process. And lastly, you want to signify an end result, okay? So this is a really good formula and it works incredibly well, especially in advertising. But think of this, how to protect yourself from major defects when buying a home so you can ensure a return on your investment. So that's your end result. You can ensure that you're going to get a return by protecting yourself from major defects that could cost you a lot of money in the buying process, so that you can ensure a return on your investment. That sounds a whole hell of a lot more clickable than download my buyer's guide. But in reality, this literally could just be a buyer's guide, right? And you could just have a piece of the buyer's guide talk about what a latent defect is and why you need to be aware of it, and why your realtor will walk you through how to protect yourself in that venture, okay? So use engaging headlines, guys. Make them future pacing. Make it about the targeted audience that you're trying to hit, and make it signify an end result. And you will get way better results on the clickability of your content and your ads, and you will have way more success long term. And you're going to teach the algorithms that you are someone who produces really good content. So make sure that you keep that in the back of your mind when you're making this stuff. So, all right, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click that subscribe button below and the little bell if you want to get notified for more content like this. I'd love for you guys to subscribe today. Also, in the description, you'll find our Facebook group and a link to it called Real Estate Marketing Mastery. I am in that group, very active right now, every single day engaging with the community. So if you guys want to ask me questions and see a lot more content that I'll be putting out on a daily basis, please click on that link and join the group, and be sure to answer the questions. We want to make sure everyone in there is actually a real estate agent, like myself and like you probably. So yeah, join that group, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon.